morning. It is not a nice morning this morning. It's nice that I'm not hiking again. It's my second rest day here in Hamilton. Supposed to be raining all day long, and again it's supposed to be raining all tomorrow, but by Monday, when climbing Mount Pirangia is supposed to stop raining, we'll just have had 3-4 days of rain up there, so that should be fun, but we'll deal with that when it's time to deal with that. So this morning we're heading over to my daughter's house and gonna spend a little bit of time visiting her. She is cooking up our second grandchild, and well, you didn't like that?
Cooking up?
Yeah, she's cooking up our second grandchild, which will be born while I'm on the South Island. So I'm going to kind of introduce myself to this grandchild and see if my voice can be recognizable for the future. So, and I think we got another interview today. I think my wife said she wants to interview me today, so we might do that a little bit later in the afternoon. But until then, we're just going to drive in the rain and be thankful that we're not walking in it. All right, this is my daughter Ashley.
Hello.
Who has a now bigger belly than I do.
Yep.
We're at Ashley's house now. Just had some good hiker food. Peanuts. And we're getting ready to have some tea now. So, not raining over here. Wish the TA came through this place. That'd be great.
Yep. Introduce your chickens to them.
We got 3 chickens.
There's 3 chickens.
What are their names?
I don't know who's who. They just all have a name, and it doesn't matter who's who. But one of them is Bruce Chickenson. One of them is Gwyneth Poultry, and then the other is Chickakita. And Mother is afraid of them. Yes.
Yes.
I will stay away from them.
Okay, Ashley.
Yes.
You see those brown bales of hay over there? Finish it off for us.
Do you know they're illegal in America because cows can't get a square meal out of them?
I told you that was a family joke. I told you. Today was resupply time again, so let me go through what I've got so far. I got a couple of these because they're lighter to carry. I've got a 5-day food carry going over Mount Pirangia, so I want a little bit of light weight stuff there. 3 bags of couscous there, still some mashed potatoes, another one of these noodles left, and this, although it says beef jerky, actually now it's all biltong. It's just the biltong bags don't come resealable, so I'm just using that to put the biltong in there. So that's my dinners. Snacks, I got bananas with a couple strawberry things left over, so the dried bananas. I've got these caramelized peanut butter almonds. It's like a party in your mouth. Got some wasabi flavored peas. Those are kind of fun. So that's snacks, and then also snacks over here. I got my Snickers bars, which, man, just give you a good shot of energy at the end of the day. And then still got some bags of tea. And then lunches, sticking with the good old wraps, peanut butter and cheese. It just works really well for me. And then the breakfast bars, even though they're heavy, they really do a good job, the OSM. Obviously, I like the chocolate a little bit more than all the other flavor. So that's my food carry for the next 5 days. And then that should get me to Tekuiti, and then we go from there. Yesterday, I got to ask my wife some questions, and then we were finished. She said, well, I want to ask you questions. So we thought we would do that today. So today is going to be her asking me questions, and I have no idea what she's going to ask. So here we go.
I'm going to ask you questions that people keep asking me.
Okay.
And if I don't know the answer, I make something up. So maybe you can clarify if I said the right thing. I get asked mostly, are you doing this hike alone?
I started it by myself, and the first 4 days I walked a lot by myself on the beach. But as people have seen the videos, I've got a tramley now, a trail family, and so hardly ever alone now. Hardly ever alone.
The second question was, what is a tramily? Because most people have never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a trail family. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And frankly, the fact that we have one so early is pretty unusual. It won't stay together. We have a couple that are going to be heading back to their home for Christmas, so we'll lose track of them. But we've all got contacts of each other, so we'll be able to keep in contact with each other throughout the trail. But yeah, that's what we like to have.
And what are trail angels?
Trail angels are people who live along the trail, pretty close to the trail. And they are volunteers who've just said, I want to open my home up to the hikers of TA. So there's different variations of it. So you have some people who say, look, we got a basement, you can stay in our basement. You got a room, you can stay in the room. You got a backyard, you can stay in the backyard in your tent. But usually trail angels they'll have a shower available, toilet available certainly, and sometimes laundry facilities as well. And then they'll charge anywhere from nothing to $20 to $30. Some of them provide breakfast or dinner, some of them don't. But it's basically someone who, out of the goodness of their own heart, have said, this is a spot where TA hikers need a rest. I will make my home available for that. And we love trail angels.
Why do you think people are willing to do that?
I think I know that some people have done it because they have hiked the TA and they want to kind of give back. Others, like we heard one where one lady just stopped and asked, she'd been seeing people coming along for a long time with these backpacks, and stopped one of them one time and said, what are you all doing? And then when she heard what was going on, she was, oh, well, how can I support that? So she started just because she was really interested in the trail and helping out hikers. We've seen others who have young kids in the home and they love having the kids exposed to people from around the world. Yeah, I think it's just a curiosity, a generosity, and a real hospitality.
How do they know you're not axe murderers?
They don't. They don't. I mean, we had one trail angel who said, look, I'm not going to be home, but here's where the key is. Just let yourself in, help yourself. And we were talking with them that night and said, we can't believe you just let us into your home without even knowing us. And the husband said, well, I've been watching you hikers, and I don't think you're going to be stealing my TV. You're usually trying to leave stuff behind, not take heavy stuff with you. So True. It really is just kind of a trust and a generosity. It's really neat.
What is the nicest thing a trail angel has done for you yet?
Nicest thing a trail angel has done for us, man. Well, we had someone do a barbecue for us. That was really nice. It was unexpected. But seriously, all of them are just so kind. They're all equally kind for with each other. Whether we're inside their house or in their backyard, they're all just so kind and generous.
All right, my other question is, how do you and other hikers spend your long evenings? Because a lot of times you get in, mid to late afternoon, and you've got a whole evening. So. Yeah. I know a lot of what you do, you can tell, but what do other people do as well? Usually when we get in, the first thing we do is we're setting up our tent spot, just to kind of, sometimes to get things aired out a little bit more dry. So that takes a little bit of time. And then usually if the facilities are there, we'll try to grab a shower, try to do laundry, have dinner. And then after dinner, it kind of varies. Like I'm doing the YouTube videos, so that takes me about 2 hours each night to process the videos, get those all ready. We have some people who are carrying Kindles, so they're doing a lot of reading. Some people just kind of sit around and talk with other hikers. But usually people are in their tents by about 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's getting a little bit cooler. The bugs might be starting to come out. And I think most people are probably trying to sleep by 9 or 10 o'clock at least. Have you gotten discouraged yet? Have I gotten discouraged? Absolutely not. I mean, there have been some pretty bad moments, obviously. Some heavy rain, walking in scary estuaries. But discouraged, no. It's funny. It's like the next step, you just got to take the next step. What are you going to do? You can't stop where you are. And if you go backwards, you got to go back through all the mess you just came through. It can't keep getting bad. So it's got to get better at some point. So no, I don't think I've gotten discouraged at all yet. What keeps you going? What keeps me going? Stubbornness. Stubbornness.
pride, maybe curiosities, like what's around the corner. Having a tramley has been amazing. I don't know if my head would have been as mentally in this as quickly if I had not found a trail family pretty quickly. So having a group of people you're doing this with on those long road walks, just talking with people, you look down, it's like, oh, we've gone 8 kilometers, and it seems like nothing. But yeah, I think keeping you going, there's a lot of little things. Some people listen to books, some people listen to music. I've done a little bit of book listening, but yeah, I think it's kind of just, I started this, I got to finish it now.
Well, I will vouch for that, because after a few lovely days together of being inside, a real bed, real food, hot shower, laundry facility, it's pouring down rain, and I offered to bring him home tomorrow, but
nope. And it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow too. It's like, it makes it hard, but it's like, no, I can't even imagine quitting now. I can't even imagine. Yeah.
Well, that's about all I have for you.
Okay.
I'm sure more questions will arise as they come up. But
if you have a question, feel free to pop it in one of the comments at some point. And at some point along the way, I'm sure I'll answer that, maybe in a video or at least through responding back to your message. Again, thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you so much for driving all the way up here again, just to spend 2 days with me.
Well, it was definitely worth it. I would do it again.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.